You're sitting at your camp late at night. The rest of your party has already gone into bed or to their bedrolls around the fire. You're the last one up and you're finishing off the last morsel of your meal, enjoying the dying light of the fire. You stoke it with a couple more pieces of wood to keep it going throughout the night. And you feel something. Not something physical, but external. You feel something watching, waiting. You turn your gaze out to the woods. There's nothing that you can see through the dim light from the dense forest. You don't hear any footsteps. There's just a soft crinkling of the wind shifting bits of the underbrush. The slow breeze rolls through. You catch your breath, waiting for a sound. You pause. Whether it's a moment or a minute or an hour, your breath finally comes back to you. You clean everything up and you go to bed. You wake up the next morning. Everything's fine, no signs of anything in the camp. You pack up and you go about your day. But whether it's throughout the day or the next couple of nights, you don't shake that feeling. Maybe through some of those moments you feel the ice cold hands wrap around the back of your neck, threatening to wrap around the front of your throat. Welcome to the Tabletop Church. I'm Pastor Game Master. Today we're going to talk about the invisible enemy. We talked in our charisma check about using words, what we use them for, intimidation, persuasion, right? To inspire, to bring people down, to mock. It's everything. Our choices, our voices, everything matters. But now, the unseen enemy that already has its hooks in you. You took a look around. All your items are still in your pack. Nothing was taken from your camp. In John, in the Bible, it says that the thief comes for the treasures and the things of this world. But we're not looking at a thief. In fact, it's stated multiple times in Ephesians, in Matthew, and in Luke. Anxiety is the real enemy. We know that whatever dark being you like to imagine in your corner of Christianity, the one thing that they all are, they're the prosecutor. They're the accuser. They are there to guilt, to shame, to put you into fear of doing what is right. It says that in the end times, what is good will be evil, and what is evil will be good. Well, that's part of this, is the world making you feel anxious about everything to distract you from what morally and spiritually is good. It's not something that needs physical attacks. It doesn't need to beat an AC. You don't get a saving throw against the initial attack. Fear will come. Anxiety is going to be there. It's not at a distance. It's within melee range. It will always get a sneak attack bonus. It's what we do when it comes that matters. We turn things over. We are thankful for what we can learn from the pain. And we use that pain to preach kindness. We use our lives and our sorrows to not pass it on to somebody else. Stop seeking vengeance because you're afraid. I know a lot of you are going to say that you're not afraid, or anxiety can't get the best of you. You know people far worse than you. Are you in a job that you dread going into every single day? And I mean really dread, not just a little bit, but like terrified sometimes. Maybe you call out more times than you actually go in some weeks. What keeps you there? It is the worldly pressures and systems that are built to put you in a state of fear and anxiety. Look at the news. Look at the things that are fed to us as public information. Everywhere around the world has it. It doesn't matter what country or what culture. We are being lied to keep us in fear of each other, fear of everything, so that we don't come together and make things better. Let's use this to be kind. Let's go through and transform ourselves like Paul did. Paul is one of the greatest transformations in the Bible. Not just because he was transformed, but because you take a military man with self-admitted charisma as a dumpstat, and he's able to do what no one else can because of who he was. Don't be afraid who you were. Don't be afraid of where you're at now, because you're loved. There might be disappointment in that love, because of things you're currently doing. But that love is still there. I've always had an issue with God being the Heavenly Father, because that must put a very odd relationship on those that don't have a very good relationship with their earthly father, where they can see that they would be such a disappointment to their Heavenly Father as well. So let's not think of it that way. Let's think of it as that paladin NPC, right? The party little stronghold, right? He's the tank. No matter what you do, he's still in your party. You can take him out gallivanting and murdering anybody. You can take him out and do terrible things with him in your party. He's not going to be happy, but he's still going to be there, and he's still going to want the best for you. To me, that's a better relationship. God is a father, but he's a partner. They use the term and word father in a culture where father had a big responsibility, and you lived up to it. Today's culture, and for a long time now, it hasn't been the same. So if you're the main character in your story, if you are the party leader for your campaign, take the paladin along. Even if you're making choices that others say are sinful or bad, have a conversation with your paladin out loud. Just go, what am I doing right now? What am I supposed to do? Go where your heart leads. Go really in that moment, out loud, in your head. But get away from distractions. Get away from the fear of what are my friends going to think. Get away from the fear of am I going to be socially outcast, or the fear of will I not fit in anymore. Stop letting that dictate anything. Be the person that sits there and goes, you know what, I love being here, right? You guys are awesome, but I'm not doing that. If they want to say anything about it, cool. I can go through and enjoy the same scene with people that are part of a community that will respect me. I'm not asking you to be opposition to anything that you're not called to be opposition to. Just saying, make better decisions in the moments that you have. Get that anxiety off your chest by having a conversation with the tank who's going to take the blow for you. Insults may hurt in the moment, but it's amazing what renewing a sense of self-worth will do. And you'll realize that you're not alone through anything. Bring the paladin on your adventure, and he will be your paladin. Hopefully this was helpful. Roll religion checks. Use your intelligence, your wisdom. Let's use the full character sheet this week. I believe in you. I trust you. Let's keep building our community here. Comment down below any questions you have. We're going to start delving into myths that pop culture is having people believe about Christianity and religion as a whole. So if you have any myths or any things that you think should be addressed or you're curious about, drop it below and we'll see what gets answered. I'll see you in the next session.